Hello. Now the Class 15 did come out since my last video about it, so we'll be taking it to Bucklebury Colliery now, spawning a slate of mixed coal mineral wagons and we'll obviously break them at the end. So all by the way, got B822, which was projected third grade on the server, so we'll start with B8208. So that's the overtaking by the same time. So the diesel part of this train is really slow, 60 miles an hour. So yeah, really slow. So there. Train is a racing. So very happy to see it. Just regulation for local roads. You'd imagine so. 15 is basically what they did with grid stuff. Light engine would have been a configuration rules as well, especially as they needed electric depot quite a lot. But obviously it wouldn't be in a one installed in the light engine, would it? So yes. And could it be local passenger? Maybe, but I doubt so. But I hear that they did do passengers occasionally. But yeah, occasionally. So yeah, turn the sound down because that was a bit too loud, I've got to say. So yes, and they might have done also some faster goods. Maybe along the North London line and on the Great. I know they were North London line and Great Eastern maybe, although there were a few at Finchley Park on the East Coast. Yes. The records of 15s at East Finchley, which is on the Great Northern branch to Edgware and Alexander Palace. Yes. So yeah, there were a few at Finchley Park, Slapford, Ipswich, and originally Devon's Road without sheds, and in March as well, but Ipswich, Slapford, and Finchley Park without sheds for most of their life. By the way, do you know, I'm wondering, viewers, do you know about the recent disposing of the Class 332 units? Which is a real disgrace, because they're 20 years old and they're already getting scrapped. I mean, it just looks wrong somehow. Doesn't look like a very good decision. These are new wagons outside Gleeson Works. You can understand if they want new trains on the Stansted Express, but yeah, Stansted Express is one thing. You need pretty good trains on that, and you might want to replace them quite a lot, but do you really? But can you not send them somewhere else? They're extremely aging trains on the Great Eastern still a little. 315's getting on a little. And in the north we've got now 319s. Why are they ordering new EMUs is the question I'm asking. When they've got these ones that are free and are 20 years old. And what's going to happen to the 379s, the old Stansted ones? Because they're getting replaced by 720s. So they might be scrapped as well. Somehow I think they're going to work on the southern routing. Maybe to replace the Class 313s on the coastway. Or to replace 377s, which would then replace the 313s. They're not going to go to southeastern like was heavily rumoured, because they are now getting the Southwestern 707s, which are getting replaced on Southwestern by 701s. So, yes. By the way, there was a fake image going around on Twitter about 707 in Southeastern. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's fake because he actually used a 700 test. And it has overhead wires, which is not it doesn't happen on Southeastern, apart from in the international stations. But there weren't even third rails, so I think that confirms that it's fake. It's taken on one of the northern Thameslink stations, I think, on the Midland Main Line, and they've just pasted it into Southeastern. So that image is fake if you see it. I'm pretty sure it's fake. Also, if you notice, if you've seen the image, of course, you've noticed that the number at the front is darker than the normal 707 one. Yes, it's just used a 700 number, but it's changed the 700 to 707. So as we're approaching the next station, which we're going to pass, I think this is a very nice train. Which station is this? It hasn't even got a name. Unnamed station. Welcome to unnamed station. The next station is unnamed. That would be pretty cool. Why is this train slowing down? I think this is actually, if it did and it stopped and we needed to respawn it, that would be pretty accurate actually. This train were generally a failure. I didn't actually mention this in the history and the video I did before that it came out of it on display at the Policing Works. I didn't actually mention them when they were withdrawn. Slightly implied that they were withdrawn early by saying they were not a success, but they were withdrawn between April 1968 and March 1971. So very early withdrawn. Although it's not quite as bad as the 60s. Settlers, which were all withdrawn by the end of 1968. Admittedly, there were only 10 of those. There were 44 Class Ds. I can't think why they had to repeat orders if they were such a failure, but maybe they weren't so bad. Maybe it's just because the traffic declined and they thought the 20s were more standard. I know the 16s were very bad locomotives, but the 15s I'm not sure about actually. They might not be quite so bad as people say. The 20s were amazing, it's got to be said. But were the 15s that bad? As if they had so many repeat orders. They got 10 initially and then they ordered a further 34. It's kind of very bad. Anyway. Whether it's not very common. Nowhere near it, I don't think. Should have planned a route plan. This is where we are though. Traffic looks great then as well. Maybe a couple of tank wagons, maybe grain wagons would have been welcome, but quite short still. And of course all the wagons are mixed. It's not mineral wagons, vans, breakdown. It's mineral wagons, 3 vans, 3 mineral wagons, 2 wagons, 2 vans, 1 breakdown. They're a bit jumbled up. And do the horn there. The yellow panel's pretty far down. Actually, no, it's reasonable. But from here, it looks like we have no yellow panel. You think the yellow panel must be pretty far down. Abandoned wagons are these? Yes, and then there's a non-abandoned coach that comes. But maybe abandoned stuff, yes. Oh, this is nothing really popular, I think. Because you only get single track lines when you're approaching a freight. I'm sure it's in the Knuckleberry Village. Here we go. Slow it down. We can get to 80. I'm sorry about the lateness of the video, but yeah. It is when it is, and I hope you enjoy it. So, I'm going in which